Hello YouTube, this is Silver Age Dave. I am doing some comic book maintenance. I am coming to you from we have a garage that doubles as a little bit of a party room near a pool. And so we throw parties and we've got kind of a finished space in here. And then when people come over, we got a little changing room, we got that. Well, what happens in the winter, no one's swimming. So I can move comic books in here. It's heated and insulated, and you know, the kids don't get into anything. So I'm doing some comic maintenance. This is an old collection I bought. It's an interesting story. I actually went into a crack house and I bought all these comics really for nothing. And someday, if anyone's curious, I'll tell you about them. But it's a nice collection, and you know, as I'm shuffling things in, it's needing some maintenance though. I've just really never done anything with it. So I've got a Silver Age Dave question of the day. I'm going to shout out, and while I'm thinking on my feet, I'm going to flip through some covers, and I'm going to tell you about some stuff. Maybe I'll flip through covers. So today, I was watching a couple of channels. I'm trying to play catch up. I fell behind on some of my YouTube. So this is one that is just tremendous. Comic Boss 1. It's a brand new channel it's across the pond. So it's somewhere in you know, the UK, I think. Comic Boss 1 is a brand new channel, but this is a long time collector, and he's got a great collection. He is like banging out the content right now, trying to get some videos up on his page, and they're awesome. He owns all the grails. So he's a very knowledgeable collector. He did a really neat thing today, talking about the different types of grading systems that are out there, CGC, this, that. And I didn't know there's a CGC Europe, and so he did a review on those. But it's really a cool channel. So show Comic Boss 1 some love, all right? And I'm going to tie that into something else. So then I was looking at this channel, which is the Comic Boss. And the Comic Boss, pause that, just hit his 200 subscriber mark, so congratulations, Comic Box. And he's doing a cool variation on that. And he's saying basically, rather than doing a contest, he's going to do a contest at 250, which I think is good. There's a lot of contests right now. And instead of doing a 200 sub contest, he's doing a Q&A announcement. So basically what you can do is you can ask him any question you want, and he's going to answer it. And I think it's cool because it gets us, you know, closer. It allows us to get to know each other a little better. And he said you can either leave the comment in there. I just put the little congratulations, and I'm going to post a question. But I'm just going to make a video and ask the question really to everybody, because I want to get to know, you know, more people better than I already know you. You guys are my, you know, YouTube family by default. I think about you when I wake up in the morning and when I go to bed. Okay, so I caught up on a lot of videos. You know, I felt, boy, if you don't watch videos for 1 hour, you fall behind. But I fell behind like really the whole day. I had a hard day of work. So and I'm just going to flip through some covers. Hopefully this stays in focus here. So I was watching Vin Crew, who, you know, everyone's probably already subbed to Vin Crew. This guy's incredible. Just a world-class collector. He's got so much comic knowledge. I mean, when the guy starts talking, when Mike starts talking, I'm just blown away how anyone remembers this stuff. I mean, I expect like guys like Metarog to be 1 in a million, and they have, you know, a couple guys out there, and Alex Comic Quarter is really a similar way. Great Legends a similar way. There's a lot of guys that impress me, but Vin Crew specifically does twice a year an event he calls Support a Comic Addict sale, and he will go through his awesome collection, and he will slice out books that he's got doubles on or triples or whatever, and he'll sell those, and all the money he earns from that is then going to be his pocket money when he goes to Comic-Con. And then, of course, as all of us, we want to build our collection. You always want to be, you know, have a plan. So I think it's great what he does. All right, so now we're tying back to Comic Book 1. question, okay, the comic box question. Okay, so here's my question, but it's for everybody, okay? How do you buy comic books? All right, what is your access to comic books? I've got tremendous access. It is so easy for me. It's absolutely ridiculous, and I don't take it for granted. I am in comic book Mecca here in Toledo, Ohio. But tell me about your situation. Do you have an LCS? What's the distance you have to travel to get to your LCS? I know some of you guys got 2 or 3 or maybe more. Tell me about your situation. Do you like your LCS? And this isn't a going negative. I want Silver Age Dave channel to always be a positive channel, working for the greater good. But is it an LCS that you just absolutely love? They got your back. I know a couple of my LCS stores, they really don't have much in the way of back issue. So I have Books A Million. I know Chris Lackey's always talk about Books A Million. I know Area 51 Mike. He's got 2 great stores. He's got Dave and Judy always taking care of them. And, he's got people that appreciate him. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. I really want to know about that stuff. We all have eBay. And, I've got an update coming on eBay that hopefully everyone sees. I'll probably put that one out maybe Wednesday or Thursday. So tell me about your situation with comic books. I really want to know, is the comic book store a 5-minute drive for you? Is it a 5-hour drive? And here's the reason I was reflecting a little bit on this is Vin Crew does these awesome sales. Okay, they're not auctions where he's making a bunch of money. I mean, he's pricing these books really, really generously. And people are going on and they're saying, I want this one, I'll take that one. And I think as a community, it's really nice to have access. If you don't have, even for me, I've got access, and I was looking at some of those books. I'm giving everyone a big head start. But if you don't have access to stores, maybe things like that, and maybe things like the Great Legend auction, and there's so many auctions out there right now through the YouTube community, and I'm looking at it as, hey, it's people taking care of people. So tell me about your situation. I'm really curious about you guys, what you have and how you feel about it, and just let me get to know you a little better. And when you're responding to this, take the time, read through some of the other comments. It's really enlightening. The questions I've asked so far, I had the ethics question, and so many people gave so many great answers. And you know what? Maybe one of these days I'll tell the story about the crack house buy that I had. When I went into a crack house I shouldn't have been in, and I bought a collection of comic books and should have got stabbed, but didn't. I came out with great comic books. So maybe I'll tell that story one of these days. And just that's my shout out question to the community is, what is your access to comic books? How is it? Is it easy? Is it hard? And what do you deal with, daily, weekly, or monthly to, further your love for the hobby, so to speak. So let me get this pulled up. With that, this is Silver Age Dave, 9-minute shout out question to the community. I am out.